Recording in progress.
Hello all. How are we all? They've finally put me into a room that's just by myself. It definitely looks like a loony bin, doesn't it? Really, it's but anyway.
The old-fashioned term was prison.
Yeah, I'm too old for Borstal. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Okay. Right. I'll just let everybody in. So I'll give people a couple of minutes, and then we'll kick off. So I'm conscious it's a Friday, and everyone's got lots of things to do before they hit the pub. So I will let people in. Well, it's good to see you all. Anyway, we've got lots and lots of people joining. So thank you, thank you. Between Jeff and myself, we'll just give you a sort of an update and an overview in terms of the marketing forum, and then any questions you've got, just fire the questions to us as and when you come to them, rather than at the end. That's not a problem at all. Okay, right. Okay. Well, we're 3 minutes past 12. So look, let's kick off. We're recording anyway, so anybody that misses the session, or any of your colleagues that have missed the session, we'll record and we'll post it onto the forum, so that everybody can see. But first of all, like I said, thank you for joining us. This session really is about us giving you an update in terms of the forum, in terms of our official launch, which we've now confirmed. Also, then to confirm things like sort of pricing and what that means for you. Also, looking at the different mediums that we're looking to engage with you guys. So talking about obviously the forum itself, and the WhatsApp group and WhatsApp and things like that, in terms of just making sure that you're all joined and ready and live. And then final things is look at the future events that we've got planned, and the and also any potential ideas that you've got in terms of other things that you would want to see, or topics that you'd want us to cover in future events. And then the final thing is if there are anybody that you would like to have join the forum, then obviously as we're going live, we would like to invite them. So Jeff, have I missed anything off of that?
Yeah, I think probably just start from the beginning of it, because everyone that has joined this community at different stages. So Paul and I and Alex have been talking about this for, actually Paul and I have been talking about this for years. So we've actually decided this year we're going to crack on with it, because we just feel there's a gap, there's something missing for marketing professionals, or people who actually have an interest or passion into marketing in the mortgage market. So there used to be, well, there still exists the FS forum, which is very pensions and investments heavy. There isn't really anything for mortgage marketers to learn and to be part of something as a collective. So Paul and I have been around for a long time. We used to go to events, and you see a lot of your fellow marketers. You don't see that so often these days, because it's very dominated by other departments. So we set this up really for so like a community that people can learn, share ideas, and just belong to something. So that's really just a starting point. And Paul's done a great job in getting people on board. Obviously, we can't do this. It's not a charity, so we are going to have to start charging for it. But we want to give people the ability to sort of see how it all works before we do so. So Paul will talk about that in a minute. So really, yes, it's we set this up for a reason. It takes time for people to engage with it, as ever. But yeah, it's, as you'll see when you see the website, it's designed by marketers, built for marketers, run by marketers, basically. It is a community for people who are doing marketing for a job, or have a passion for it. and within the mortgage market only.
Thanks, Jeff. And yeah, just to add on to that, really, is that when we want this to be inclusive, and that's the whole point. This is for marketeers at all levels, people that are just starting out in their careers within the mortgage sector and in marketing, and people that have done this for a number of years, but obviously want to sort of share ideas and actually take marketing to sort of a next level and a next step in terms of its evolution within our sector. So it's really for all walks of marketeer, for all different parts of the sector. We've got people in here from sort of the major retail banks. We've got building societies, we've got specialist lenders, we've got mortgage clubs and networks, we've got tech firms, and we've got brokers as well. So this is really about all marketeers being in a community where we can all talk to one another, and you have the ability to engage with different people at different levels in different businesses, which will hopefully help us all do our jobs actually even better than we have been doing before.
And one of our objectives is to raise the profile of marketing in this industry.
Absolutely. So yeah, so look, let's so kick on in terms of from where we are from a launch perspective. I think many of you, looking at the names, many of you have sort of uploaded or registered on the Mighty Networks on the Mortgage Marketing Forum. For those of you that haven't done that, please do. So what we will be doing after this call, I'll send an email out to everybody with all the various different links and everything, so that you can. So if you haven't registered and set yourselves up on that forum, then you'll have the tools to be able to do so. There is also for those guys that have set themselves up, there is a mobile app as well. So it's really easy to find. There's if you go into your settings when you set yourself up, there's the ability to send yourself a text, which then creates the mobile app, and so you can engage on mobile or on desktop. So in terms of the launch for the Mortgage Marketing Forum, we're looking at 1st of October for an official live day, and that live day is for when we are looking to start charging for being a member. Membership, like I said, we want this to be inclusive, so we don't want the price to be a barrier for people not to engage. So it's really simple. It's £500 plus VAT for the whole year. For teams, we've got different levels of membership. If you've got larger teams and you want all of your teams involved, and that we will share with you. We'll share with you after this event. But again, for larger teams, obviously we make that more cost effective for you. If there are sort of more than, I think it's more than 2 or 3, isn't it? And then it sort of goes.
There's different levels, yeah.
We've also we're also setting up a corporate partnership as well. So for firms that want to engage with the likes of yourselves, we are setting up a corporate sponsorship. That corporate sponsorship means that those guys don't have direct access to you, but what they will be able to do is they'll be able to sort of speak maybe at some of our events. They'll also have their logos on our website, and they'll also be able to attend events and network with you guys. But what they won't have access to is the main forum, because that is just for us and for us to talk to one another without anybody else, any other prying eyes, basically. So we've got a press release. We've got a press release drafted. That press release is going to go out next week. We're also if as marketeers we can't market ourselves, then that's obviously going to be a problem. So we will be sort of marketing this forum quite heavily, especially using sort of our sort of PR sort of contacts and skills, and putting regular commentary pieces and regular content content out there into the market, talking about various different subjects in relation to marketing and how marketing can support businesses. So that's from a launch. There is a website as well. So there's a other than the Mighty Networks website that which is the forum. We've also got I suppose a brochure, an external website that Jeff's created. Again, we'll send you a link to that. That has details of what membership is all about. In terms of what the community is all about. It's got details of the sort of pricing on there. There's also a section where you can log in as well. There's events on there too. So again, we're going to have that external site that hopefully then gives people the ability, if they're not a member, gives them ability to see what we're doing and hopefully join.
Yeah, just add something there, Paul. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so on the website at the moment, when you go in there, you'll see a number of articles, content, and we will add to that as we grow, and we will invite people to, be guest content writers, if you like. But one thing to add, at the moment it's all open content, but once we start having a paying structure in October, only members will have access to that because we will give people the login details. So at the moment, anyone can see it, but that won't be the case from October.
Yeah. Absolutely. In terms of so from a launch perspective, that's that's it. Keep it nice and simple. In terms of some of the other things, as we've got you guys sort of on this call, we've got a WhatsApp group and we have a Clubhouse forum. For those of you who I think I've sent links and whatever for those that sent links out. For those of you that aren't members of either of those forums, again on the email that I send out to you later on, there'll be links on there. So feel free to add yourselves to the WhatsApp group because we'll use that. We use that quite well. For example, when I visited MBE in Leeds and just sort of gave people some initial feedback of what the attendance at the event was like, and some feedback from some brokers and some exhibitors that were there. So again, that just gives us an immediate means of being able to sort of communicate with one another. The Clubhouse event, a few of you were on the first Clubhouse event that we held a month or so ago with Ying. We definitely want to hold more events on Clubhouse in terms of it's a really good format that enables people to engage and listen whilst on the move, but also it saves you having to look at us, to be fair. So there's a huge amount of value in that. So I think it's definitely, we will be looking at when we do events, we'll be looking at certain types of events where we'll run them on Clubhouse. So love you guys again to be involved, set yourselves up on Clubhouse and join our forum, and I'll give you all the joining instructions and details on that. In terms of events, we're seeking to run at least a couple of events a month. Many of those are going to be virtual, as because a lot of you guys are sort of based all around the country, and we don't want this to be London focused. So we will be running a lot of virtual events. However, we will also be running physical events, and we've actually got our first physical event we've agreed, which is going to be on the 5th of October, and the Barcadia Financial Advisor events guys have kindly agreed for us to have a seminar room within their event, which is on the 5th of October in Tobacco Dock. So we will be inviting you all to that. We've got a sort of a keynote speaker, plus we're going to be running a panel session, just talking about the sort of, I suppose, the value of marketing within our industry. And we'll have some people on the panels who are brokers. Jeff will be on the panel from a sort of a lender perspective. We're going to have a senior sales director of a lender on there as well, and also seek to have sort of a mortgage club or network. So sort of trying to cover all the bases. Alex has kindly agreed to be our Michael Parkinson for the day. So he will be asking the panel questions. And again, when I send the email out to you, if there are any potential questions that you'd like to ask the panel, feel free to either put them into the forum or whatever, and we'll seek to include those questions when we get there. So yeah, I'll send an invite out about that in the next couple of days. There's also conscious that we've also got a virtual event about PR on the 6th of October, currently in the diary. So I'll move that to a later date. Okay. Anything else on events, Jeff? I haven't covered.
Yeah, well, we've got a few lined up in September as well. We've got people from MBE, for example, discussing their plans. I am also going to be doing a session on how marketing and sales can be better aligned, work better, because that's a lot of people that Paul and I have been speaking to in this community have been saying it would be great to sort of give us some tips on how we can get sales and marketing working much smarter. So we'll be doing that as an event. I can't remember when that is. Some Tuesday.
For September, I think.
Yeah. So in terms of, because you'll see Zoom invites from Paul for these events, and sometimes they can get lost in your email. You can also see where the events are on the Mighty Networks forum link, and also from the website. So if in doubt, there's different ways you can find out what events are going on. And the more people we have to these, the more engagement we have, the better for everyone, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose the final thing really for me on in terms of sort of all the topics that we want to cover was really looking at, look, we've got a core group of people. We're up to over 50 people now that said they're really interested to being part of the community, which is great. And obviously, from myself, it's a big thank you to all of you that wanted to engage. But really, it's now a case of if you really, if you're getting value out of this, and if you've got colleagues or other people that we haven't covered that you think would be interested, then please put them in touch with us, and we'd love to have them as part of the community.
Yeah.
And that's, sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we did another session last Friday, one of the questions that came up was about payment, because what we've done is we've set this up as a proper business. So the Mortgage Marketing Forum is a limited company, and therefore some of you, if you want to join, may need to have that information for if you have procurement policies that stop you doing your proper marketing job, for example. You might want that details from us in advance of October, so just let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, on the email, we'll sort of put some details down about sort of limited company. With the bank account is, as you can imagine, is banks. It takes a little while, but that's all.
There's no one from procurement on here.
That's all being sorted. So look, we'll give you as much detail as possible, and if you need any more information to satisfy whomever it may be, then obviously just let us know, and we'll supply that to you. So look, that's really everything that we wanted to cover. Is there any sort of questions from the floor, really, from anybody?
It's not a question from me, Paul, but I just want to say I've had a sneaky peek at the website. It looks really good, Jeff. So well done.
Thank you. That's really, £10, are you?
It's really engaging, really bright, and helps tell the story. So no, I think some good work there, mate.
Thanks, Nick. And anything for anybody else? Or has that been helpful?
Yeah, really helpful from my perspective. Thanks, Paul.
Good stuff.
Yeah, really good. Thank you very much.
Fab,
Very interesting.
fab. Good. Well, like I said, from you know, like I said, for everybody sort of on this call and those that aren't, for those of you that know me, you're used to my long emails, rambling emails anyway. So there will be another long rambling email from me with lots of information. But like any questions, anything that anything that you think of after this call, don't hesitate to reach out. You know where sort of Jeff and I and Alex are. At the moment, Alex does send his apologies, but he's in Sardinia, so don't cry for him too much. Really. So, but yeah, he sends his apologies. But we will. So we're sort of back and call really. So anything that you need from us, any questions, by all means. And so now, really, the key for us is start thinking about ideas, topics for who else we want to engage, what type of sort of sponsors and firms do we want to also engage with that's going to add value to you as a community and membership. All of those things. So look, yeah, this is not a totalitarian regime. This is a democracy. So by all means, if any of you guys have got ideas, if any of you guys have got people that that you think would be great in talking to the community, feel free to to pop the ideas to all of us, not just me, Jeff and Alex, but all of us in the forum. And it'd be really good to really get this kicked off and get that engagement with all of you, so we can all get value out of it. Okay, good. Look, thank you guys. Look, really appreciate you sort of dialing in on a Friday afternoon. Obviously, Jeff and I, as we are consultants, we'll be heading off to the pub. But I appreciate all of the rest of you might have to do a bit of work. But have wonderful weekends. Really appreciate all your support so far, and look forward to working with you and engaging with you in the forum. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Both.
Thank
Have
you
a good
very much,
weekend.
guys.
Bye.
Thanks so
Cheers.
much.